Good evening, high school baseball fans, and welcome back out to Cabinets Field. Jake Vasquez with the call for you here in the nightcap. It is the King Mustangs and the Ray Texans. King Mustangs are the visiting team, and they'll be wearing their green jerseys with white trim, white pants, and white caps with the green bill. So the King Mustangs coming in a must-win situation. The Mustangs have to win out to have a chance at that final playoff spot. For the Ray Texans, they have secured a spot. They can do no worse than third place, and definitely going to want to try and get a win in their last few ball games so that they don't fall further behind. Actually, no, they can. They're in third place right now, and they can finish no worse than third place. So the Ray Texans wanting to get some wins to have a chance to maybe take that second spot. And there is a scenario where they could challenge for the top spot, and they could all three end up tied. So a lot of baseball left to be played to determine that. But the Texans, they know they've punched their ticket into the playoffs. Let's go ahead and get you starting lineups for both of these teams, as we've got, they said 8:05 first pitch, so that's about 10 minutes away. So let's get you the starting lineups. We'll start with the visitors, the King Mustangs. Mustangs coming in overall 16-11-2, 5-8 in district play. And we'll check in on that Flower Bluff Carroll game here in just a minute. That will make a difference for the King Mustangs as well. So for the Mustangs, leading things off will be the second baseman, number 21, Eddie Molina. Batting second, the center fielder, number 9, Nathan Reyes. Batting third, the shortstop, number 11, Andrew Solis. In the cleanup spot, first baseman, number 12, Andrew Garcia. Batting fifth for the Mustangs and on the mound, number 25, Ben Garza. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 7, Brian Guillen. Batting seventh for King, the designated hitter, number 1, Jacob Gomez. Gomez bats for the catcher, number 25, John Matthew Lawson. Batting eighth for the Mustangs, left fielder, number 20, Caleb Castillo. And batting ninth will be the right fielder, number 8, Jacob Trevino. So that's the starting lineup for the visiting King Mustangs. The Ray Texans are the home team. Texans coming in overall 23-5, 9-4 in district play. And as I mentioned, sitting in that third place spot, they can finish no worse than third place in the district. They have already secured a playoff spot. Leading things off for the Texans will be the left fielder, number 4, Ryan Rodriguez. Batting second, second baseman, number 1, Jack Bell. Batting third and on the mound, number 14, Kevin Goss. In the cleanup spot, the designated hitter, number 11, Frankie Alderete. Alderete will bat for the center fielder, number 3, Cade Morin. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 13, Jack Martinez. Batting sixth for the Texans, the catcher, number 20, Mikey Everett. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 19, Darian Montoya. Batting eighth for the Texans, the right fielder, number 6, Luis Morales. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 2, Troy Johnson. So let's see if we can take a peek over at that ball game. Let's see. See if I can get into the game changer here and have a look at the. Let's see. Let's check if the Hornets have it going on the game changer. They do, and right now the Flower Bluff Hornets with a 6-5 lead over the Carroll Tigers in the top of the third. So we'll keep an eye on that ball game. If the Flower Bluff Hornets can get the win, they will eliminate the Carroll Tigers. Now, if the Carroll Tigers get the win in that ball game, they're not guaranteed a spot, but they'll be looking for some help from the Ray Texans tonight, because a King loss would mean King loss and a Carroll win would mean that the Carroll Tigers would get that final spot, and so we'll be keeping an eye on that ball game over in Flower Bluff. And the Carroll Tigers were trailing that ball game 6-2. They scored 3 runs in the top of the third. They've got a runner at third base with 1 out, now 2 outs. And they're trying to tie that one up. So they've got the tying run 90 feet away. What a ball game over there. Looks like Bailey Jones still on the mound for the Hornets, and Nick Matridis still on the mound for the Carroll Tigers in that one. So we'll definitely be watching that one for you guys. And our first ball game here at Cabinets Field It was the Moody Trojans hosting the West Warriors. The Moody Trojans getting a 4-2 win over West in a game played for pride for both of those two teams. The West Warriors and the Moody Trojans with 2 games left, so each team will have a couple of ball games left in the season to close things out. For the West Warriors, they will host Carroll on Tuesday, and then next Friday they'll be here taking on the Veterans Memorial Eagles in the nightcap game. For the Moody Trojans, on Tuesday they have these King Mustangs, and on Friday they'll travel to Victoria East for their final ball game of the 2021 season. So again, big ball game here for the King Mustangs. They need to win out to have a chance to advance and try and take that 4th place spot, to try and perhaps tie either the Carroll Tigers or the Flower Bluff Hornets, but they need to win out. And for the Ray Texans, like I said, they want to win. They're trying to see if they can perhaps challenge for that 2nd spot in district play, or even have a chance in the final game of the season, the regular season, against the Gregory Portland Wildcats. If everything goes their way, they may have a chance to tie everything up, but they're going to need a little help to do that. But like I said, they can finish no worse than 3rd and have secured a playoff spot for sure. That is the Ray Texans. And so we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll bring you the national anthem and first pitch in this one, Blast Vision Live from Cabinets Field.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Autotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Our Z-Bart pregame show. Ray Texans hosting the King Mustangs. And we're about to get things underway here in this one. The coaches are meeting at home plate with the umpires. And about to get going. Let's check real quick back at that ball game over in Flower Bluff, see if the Tigers were, and they were able to tie it up. So the Carroll Tigers still batting in the top of the third inning. It is 6-6. That is the score in that one, all tied up. Tigers scoring 4 runs in the top of the third, and they have a runner at second base with 2 outs. So scoring 4 runs to tie it up, and it's still early in that ball game. And it looks like the Hornets have made a pitching change, so they now have Josh Graff on the mound. And we saw Graff, we actually saw that combination, Bailey Jones to Josh Graff against the Ray Texans a couple of ball games ago for the Flower Bluff Hornets. So it looks like they finally got out of that inning, did the Hornets. So they're headed to the bottom of the third, all tied up at 6 runs apiece. A big ball game for both of those ball clubs. So we'll continue to check back on that one. Nick Petrides still on the mound for the Carroll Tigers is what it looks like. So I'll be sure to check on that one for you guys as we go along. They're going to do the starting lineups here for these two ball clubs, and so let's get you the defensive alignment here in this ball game, and I'll get you some numbers on Kevin Goss, who we'll see first. It's Kevin Goss versus Ben Garza. So Goss for the Texans, Garza for the Mustangs. Defensive alignment for the Ray Texans in the outfield, left to right, Rodriguez, Morin, and Morales. Martinez at first, Bell at second, Johnson the shortstop, Montoya at third, Mikey Everett behind the dish, and Kevin Goss on the mound. Let's get you some numbers for Kevin Goss, sophomore left-hander, and he is 6-1 on the season, 9 starts for the young man, 1.70 ERA, 49 1/3 innings pitched, and he has allowed 16 runs, 12 earned on 23 hits, 33 walks, and 74 strikeouts for the sophomore left-hander, Kevin Goss. We'll let them finish up the starting lineups here, and then we'll take a quick break, a pause, to bring you the national anthem. You're listening to Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
And batting ninth and playing shortstop, number 2, Troy Johnson, and the remainder of the Ray Texans.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we take this occasion to inform and remind students and fans of the proper etiquette during flag ceremonies. The United States flag is a symbol of our great country, and accordingly, all of us should honor that symbol by standing, placing our right hands over our hearts, and gentlemen should remove your hats. Remember, silence is a form of respect, and everyone should remain standing until the national anthem is played.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts.
3, 2, 1, 0.
It's game time.
Lift off.
So sit back and enjoy the ride right here on Blast Vision.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call in the final ball game of the night here from Cabinets Field. It is the Ray Texans hosting the King Mustangs, and they're all big ball games at this point in the season. And this one, a big one for the King Mustangs. They've got to win out in order to have a chance at that final playoff spot. So a big ball game for the King Mustangs. The Ray Texans, they certainly want to win this ball game as well. They can do no worse than third place. But they would certainly like the opportunity to challenge for either the second spot or the top spot in this district. So they've got to win ball games in order to have that opportunity. And as we mentioned, a big ball game being played over in Flower Bluff tonight. We'll continue to check in on that ball game. Right now, they are tied at 6 runs apiece. Carroll Tigers were trailing 6-2 in that ball game. Their season is on the line. The Tigers need a win in order to stay alive. A loss and the Hornets would eliminate the Tigers. It wouldn't guarantee the Hornets a spot, but it would eliminate the Tigers. And a win for the Tigers, again, does not guarantee them a spot, but certainly increases their chances by a bunch. Both the Hornets and the Tigers are Ray Texan fans tonight. They need the Texans to get the win over the King Mustangs, and that would eliminate the Mustangs from district contention. So a couple of big ball games tonight, and we'll, like I said, I'll keep you guys posted on that game over in Flower Bluff. They are in the top of the 4th now, as I mentioned, tied at 6. So we'll keep an eye on that one for you guys. Kevin Goss on the mound for the Ray Texans. The sophomore left-hander gets the start. And I gave you his numbers in the pregame. So Kevin Goss against Ben Garza for the King Mustangs. Top of the order for the Mustangs here in the top of the 1st. Eddie Molina will lead things off. He is the second baseman wearing number 21. Molina, Reyes, and Solis, how they'll send him up. Goss delivers the first pitch outside. We're underway. First pitch at 8:10. And the 1-0 pitch, here it comes, and that one's going to miss up, 2-0. Let's get you some numbers on Eddie Molina. Ball hit into right field, going to get down in front of Morales for a base hit. Molina coming into the ball game. The senior was batting .400, 32 hits in 80 at-bats. 8 doubles, 3 triples, and 22 runs driven in. So he is at first base, a leadoff single. Nathan Reyes to the plate. Reyes, a sophomore. Showing bunt and takes ball 1. Reyes, the sophomore, batting .402. 33 hits in 82 at-bats. 6 doubles and a triple. 17 runs driven in. Again, showing bunt. Stabs at it. Throw down to first base, not in time. Bell was covering as Martinez had come in with the bunt attempt. So 1-1 count. Again, showing bunt. Goss makes the throw down to first base, not in time. Montoya, the third baseman, on the infield green. Martinez holds the runner over at first base. Showing bunt. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and it's going to be bunted. Third base side, fielded by Montoya. Throw over to second base, and a hard turn over at second. And they will tag Molina out, trying to get back. He took a hard turn. And the throw to second base is in time. 2-way, base is empty. So a base running gaff right there for the Mustangs early in this ball game. And Solis will come up with the bases empty, 2 outs. First pitch misses up. There's a strike, 1-1. Two balls and a strike now on Solis. pitch is going to miss up and out. So 3-1 to count. 3-1 to the Mustang shortstop Andrew Solis. 3-1 pitch misses up, 4-4. So a 2-out walk. And now the Mustangs once again have a runner at first base with 2 outs.
First baseman number 12, Andrew Garcia.
That'll bring up their first baseman, Andrew Garcia. Garcia, a senior, batting .355, 27 hits and 76 at-bats, 5 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run. He's driven in 27. That's a team high. And he looks at ball 1 low. So 1-0 the count. Goss works quickly. I was reminded of that right here early in the ball game. And a 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. 1-1. Martinez holds Solis over at first base. Goss peering in for the sign. Comes set at the chest. Runner on the move. He's going to step off. The throw to second base is in time, and they will tag Solis for out number 3. So for the Mustangs, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, no one left on base. After a half inning of play, no score. And the Texans coming to bat when we come back. Last Vision Live from Cabinets Field.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Stable Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Stable Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. In the nightcap, the Ray Texans hosting the King Mustangs. On the mound for the Mustangs, Ben Garza. Defensive alignment behind him, left to right. In the outfield, Castillo, Reyes, and Trevino. Garcia at first, Molina at second. Solis the shortstop, Guillen at third. Lawson behind the dish, and the senior right-hander Ben Garza on the mound. Let's get you some numbers for Garza. And the young man, he is 4-2 on the season and a 2.55 ERA. And he has allowed 23 runs, 16 earned on 35 hits, 18 walks, and 39 strikeouts. That's a team high. 44 innings pitched for the young man, a 2.55 ERA. Top of the order for the Texans, Ryan Rodriguez at the plate, and he looks at strike 1. So the 0-1 pitch from Garza, here it comes, and he's going to miss outside. Ball and a strike. Low and outside. Ryan Rodriguez, the sophomore, batting .296, 24 for 81. A double and a triple, 12 runs driven in. The 2-1 pitch is going to be grounded foul, first base side. 2-2. Garza delivers, and that one is going to be popped up in the infield, and the shortstop Solis will make the grab, one away.
Second baseman number 1, Jack Bell.
It's going to bring up the Texans second baseman, Jack Bell. First pitch fouled off. Bell, also a sophomore, batting .333, 24 hits and 72 at-bats, 6 doubles and a triple, 15 runs driven in. And that one slipped out of the hand of Garza. So 1-1. Bell bats from the left side. Here comes the pitch. And just missing with it. 2-1. 2-1 pitch driven out to right field. Trevino takes a couple of steps forward. Doesn't have to move too much. And it makes the grab 2 away.
Pitcher number 14, Kevin Goss.
So it's going to bring Kevin Goss to the plate. Another sophomore, 3 sophomores at the top of this Texan lineup. And Gaza starts him off with a strike. Goss batting .307, 23 hits and 75 at-bats, 9 doubles, 3 triples, 1 home run, 21 runs driven in. 0-1 pitch is going to miss outside. Ball and a strike to Goss. Ground ball to the shortstop Solis. Throw over to first in time. So for the Texans, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. 1 inning of play, still scoreless here from Cabinets Field. Blast Vision Live.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. .361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. We head to the top of the second inning, no score in this ball game. Let's check back in on that game over in Flower Bluff. And still tied, 6 runs apiece. They're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hornets have a runner at first base, but with 2 outs. So Carroll Tigers scoring 2 runs in the top of the 1st. The Hornets 1 run in the bottom of the 1st. And then in the bottom of the 2nd, the Hornets scoring 5 runs to take a 6-2 lead, but the Carroll Tigers scoring 4 runs in the top of the 3rd inning to tie it up, and that's where they are. 6 runs apiece, bottom of the 4th. We'll check back on that one here in just a bit. Here in this ball game, we're in the top of the 2nd, no score. 4-5-6 due up for the Mustangs. Garcia, Garza, and Guillen. Garcia was at the plate. And that one, first pitch swinging, and it's going to be a base hit into left field.
Pitcher number 25, Ben Garza.
So that's going to bring up Ben Garza, the pitcher. Goss delivers the first pitch up. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 pitch fouled off, out of play, first base side. 1-1. Ben Garza batting .317 coming into this ball game, 26 for 82, 9 doubles, 20 runs driven in. 1-1 pitch from Goss. Here it comes, and it's in the dirt, or the turf rather. 2-1. Goss comes set at the chest. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, left side, fielded by the third baseman Montoya over second for 1 on to first base. Not in time. They do get the force out. They force Garcia at second, so Garza will reach on the fielder's choice. And I imagine we'll have someone run for Garza here. He is the pitcher, and we will. It's going to be, let's see the young man's number. Can't see. Maybe number 2. It's got the arm in the way there. And still can't see it. Yep, number 2. An assist from the home plate umpire as he hollered that one out. So 1 down for Brian Guillen. First pitch popped up into center field. Morin coming in, and he'll make the grab. 2 away. So Javrin Gomez over at first base running.
Number 10, Jacob Gomez.
Jacob Gomez to the plate. He is the designated hitter tonight, batting for the catcher, Lawson. First pitch swung on and missed. So Jacob Gomez 0 for 1 in the count. 0-1 in the count rather. And that pitch low and inside, 1-1 to count. Gomez with the lead over at first base, and the 1-1 pitch is going to be fouled back out of play. 1-2. Martinez holds the runner over at first. Goss comes set at the chest. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to miss up. 2-2. Strike 3 called. So that'll do it for the Mustangs. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 man left on. Due up for the Texans, Aldrete, Martinez, and Everett. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas Athletics.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. We head to the bottom of the second inning. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Ray Texans. Alderete, Martinez, and Everett. Frankie Alderete, the designated hitter, he bats for the center fielder, Cade Morin. He'll dig in for the first time against Ben Garza. Garza from the windup, and he delivers low and outside, 1-0. Alderete, a junior, batting .294, 20 for 68. 2 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, 13 runs driven in. And Garza misses up with the 1-0 pitch, so 2-0 the count. .2-0 pitch, popped up, right side, slicing towards the line, and it's going to drop for a base hit. So falls in front of Trevino. Second baseman Molina also gave chase, but it's going to be a base hit. So a leadoff single, Jack Martinez to the plate. Garza starts him off with a strike. Strike 2. Martinez, a senior, batting .377, 23 for 61. A double and 2 triples, 9 runs driven in. Swing and a miss. 1 away.
Catcher number 20, Miguel Everett.
It's going to bring up the Texan catcher, number 20, Miguel Everett. Everett, also a junior. Batting .300, 24 for 80. 4 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run. He's driven in 20 runs for the Texans. And he looks at ball 1. Alderete with the lead over at first. Garcia holds him on. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes, and that one is in the turf. Gets away from Lawson, so Alderete to second base. So runner in scoring position now for the Texans with 1 away. Just got a scoring update from that game in Flower Bluff. The Tigers have taken the lead 7-6. And that pitch missing for ball 3. Looked like the home plate umpire thought about it there, but calls it a ball. So 3-0 the count on Everett, and that pitch is going to miss up for ball 4. So first and second with 1 out. And to the plate, the third baseman, number 19, Darian Montoya. Going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher, and that is number 9, Nick Talavera.
Nick Talavera. Third baseman number 19, Darian Montoya.
Let's have a look at that ball game over there. The Tigers scoring a run in the top of the 5th to take a 7-6 lead. As I mentioned, this ball game very important for the Carroll Tigers. This is their season. They lose this ball game to the Flower Bluff Hornets, they are eliminated. The first pitch to Montoya missed for ball 1. 1-0 the count. That one missing inside. 2-0. And home plate umpire saying that that hit the batter.
Right fielder number 6, Luis Morales.
So a hit by a pitch will load him up. And one away. Luis Morales to the plate. And that one is going to be hit to the second baseman. He'll flip to second for one, over to first. Not in time. Morales beats it out. And he'll drive in a run. First run of the ball game. And the Texans with a 1-0 lead. So Morales reaches on the fielder's choice, forcing Montoya. Runners at the corners for Troy Johnson. And the first pitch from Johnson misses for ball 1. Fouled off. 1-1. Pickoff move to first base. Not in time. Runner on the move, throw down to second base is not in time. Swing and a miss at the plate, so 1-2 the count. Garza leans in for the sign from his catcher, Lawson. Comes a 1-2 pitch. Popped up, out of play. We'll do it again at 1-2. And the Mustangs wanted that one badly, but called a ball by the home plate umpire. So 2-2 the count. Guys are looking like, where do I got to throw it, man? But the home plate umpire said it was a ball, so a 2-2 pitch on the way. Going to miss outside for ball 3. So a full count on Johnson. That one is going to be driven out to left field, going back Castillo. He's going to watch it fly, and it is gone. A 3-run bomb for Troy Johnson. And that will give the Ray Texans a 4-0 lead. So Johnson touches them all. So 2-out home run. He'll take us back to the top of the order with Ryan Rodriguez. So Ryan Rodriguez will dig in for the second time tonight. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Popped up in the infield, left side of the infield his first time up, and looks at ball 1. Mustang fans not happy with that call either. There's a strike. And some mock cheers from the Mustang fans. That was expected. 1-1 pitch is going to miss low for ball 2. 2-1 to count. Not an easy job being an umpire, much less a home plate umpire. That pitch is in the turf. 3-1 to count. And perhaps now just some frustration out there for Ben Garza. Working his tail off, and he kind of feels like he hasn't gotten a couple of calls that he believed he should have gotten. And that pitch, 3-1 pitch, going to miss outside for ball 4. So we'll walk to Rodriguez. Jack Bell to the plate. Bell 0 for 1 in the ball game. Flew out to right his first time up. And Garza starts him off with a strike. Runner on the move. No throw to second base. 1-1 to count. So runner at second base now. Rodriguez, and he can run. Foul tipped. Maybe Lawson might have forgotten to count right there, or maybe that got a piece of him, not too sure which. But it's a 1-2 count on Bell. Not sure. So Mustang saying that that was strike 3. I have it at 1-2. So Lawson, who thought it was strike 3 as well, but I believe the umpire calling the first pitch a ball. Let me double check the book here. See which one was called a ball. Yeah, let's see if we can get the book back up here. Let's see, the batter is Bell. Yeah, the first pitch he called a ball. Or rather, the second pitch was called a ball. So a strike, then a ball, and then the foul tip. So a 1-2 count. Yeah, it's a good thing the Mustangs, the runner did not take off there. They 1-2 pitch in the dirt, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And maybe the home plate umpire had it at 3-2. I couldn't see what he... That pitch is going to miss inside. So maybe he had a full count. Now the... Yeah, see, King Mustangs are gonna object to that as well. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I had it at 2-2. So that now I can see the Mustangs upset about that. I had it at 2-2. Sure, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Mayhem here. I think the Mustangs are going to object. They want him to talk about the umpires to talk about it again because it was a 1-2 count, and so I don't know. They're going to call a timeout. Want to try and get the count right. Yeah, the Mustang coaches, see Coach Barrera right there telling him it was 1-2 when the Mustangs objected the first time, and he threw 2 pitches. So I had it should have been 3-2, but they're going to call it a walk, and then yeah, kind of crazy over here. Swing and a miss at the first pitch, 1-0 count, 0-1 count rather. Let's make sure I get it right. Swing and a miss. He's getting chippy out here. Tough crowd out here too. Tough crowd. 0-2 pitch, misses outside. Now the King fans are gonna make sure they keep the umpires in check with the count. Getting kind of crazy out here. 1-2 the count on Goss. Runner on the move, and that one's gonna be fouled straight back. One, two count. That one's going to be hit out to center field. Reyes coming in. He'll make the grab for out number 3. So that'll do it here for the Ray Texans. They did score 3 runs, or 4 runs rather. 4 runs on 1 hit. 2 hits. Scoreboard got me all messed up too. 4 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors, 2 men left on base. So our score after 2 innings of play, the Ray Texans with a 4-0 lead. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Stable Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Stable Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth as we head to the top of the 3rd inning, and the Ray Texans with a 4-0 lead in this ball game. Let's take a quick peek over at that game in Flower Bluff, and it looks like the Hornets have scored a run, but the Carroll Tigers scored 3 runs in the top of the 5th. So it is 9-7 Carroll. What a crazy game going on over there in Flower Bluff. And 9-7 Carroll Tigers. They're in the bottom of the 5th, so the Hornets are batting with 2 outs. It's a crazy ball game. We'll continue to check in on that one for you guys, as that one has implications for the King Mustangs. And that pitch from Goss to Caleb Castillo is going to miss up for ball 1. So 1-0 the count on Castillo. And that pitch is going to miss inside for ball 2. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Foul back, out of play. 2-2. Ground ball to the second baseman, Bell, sliding grab, and out at first base. Nice play right there by Jack Bell, second baseman for the Ray Texans. 1 away.
Right fielder number 8, Jacob Trevino.
Jacob Trevino to the plate. And the first pitch to Trevino misses up. 1-0. Up and in. 2-0. Trevino just a sophomore. Swing and a miss. Batting 200 coming into the ball game. 11 for 55. 4 doubles, 1 triple, and 14 runs driven in. There's a strike, 2-2. Swing and a miss. 2 away. Take us back to the top of the Mustang order. Eddie Molina to the plate.
Second baseman number 21, Eddie Molina.
Molina singled into right field his first time up, so he's 1 for 1 in the ball game. Goss misses up with the first pitch. Two and 0. That pitch is lifted into right field, going back. Morales, and it's over his head all the way to the wall. Molina rounding second. He's headed for third base. Here comes a throw, a strong throw, and it's off target. Oh my goodness, what a throw there by Jack Bell, though, but it was just off line. And Eddie Molina with a triple with 2 outs here in the top of the third.
Center fielder number 9, Nathan Reyes.
So a triple over the head of Morales, and Bell made it close. If that throw was on line, perhaps they might have had a chance with Molina at third base, but he is at third with a 2-out triple. Nathan Reyes to the plate. And the first pitch to Reyes swung on and missed. Popped up, first base side, going over Martinez into foul territory, and he kind of overran it just a bit. So it's going to drop in foul territory. 0-2 the count on Reyes. Sack bunt, his first time up, so no official at bat. And the 0-2 pitch going to miss up for ball 1. Two and 2. Pitch going to miss inside, so a full count on Reyes. Checks his swing, says the home plate umpire.
Shortstop number 11, Andrew Solis.
So runners at the corners with 2 outs for Andrew Solis. A final, I believe that game was played in Victoria. The Gregory Portland Wildcats with a 6-1 win over Victoria East. We'll check in on the Flower Bluff Carroll game here in just a bit. Runners at the corners. Solis at the plate. Goss delivers low. That one gets away from Lawson, so Molina will come in to score. 4-1 ball game. Reyes to second base. To know the count. Goss comes set at the chest. A peek over to second. High leg kick. Here comes the pitch, and there's a strike on the inner half. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Runner on the move. Called strike 3. But for the Mustangs, they do score 1 run.
For the Mustangs in the third,
It
they
was
scored
1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 man left on. After 2.5 innings of play, 4-1 Texans. The Texans coming to bat when we come back. Blast Vision Live from Cabinets Field.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. Let's take a quick peek at that game over in Flower Bluff. They're in the top of the 6th inning, and the Carroll Tigers with a 9-7 lead over the Flower Bluff Hornets. Nick Matridi still on the mound for the Carroll Tigers, and he's at 92 pitches is what I've got off of the Carroll Tiger Game Changer, so that's got to be pretty close to official. And back to the action here. Swing and a miss for Alderete. And that 0-1 pitch misses low and outside. 1-1. Frankie singled and scored in the second. Ground ball over to Guillen. Guillen over to Garcia at first base for out number 1. 5-3 on the put out.
First baseman number 13, Jack Martinez.
So 1 down, base is empty for first baseman Jack Martinez. Jack 0 for 1, struck out in the second. Takes a strike. That one over his head. 1-1. And that pitch is going to be lined up the middle. A 1-out single for Martinez.
catcher number 20, Miguel Everett.
Next batter will be the catcher, Mikey Everett. Everett will dig in from the left side. And Garza misses outside with the pitch, 1-0. Martinez at first. Garcia holds him on. Garza leaning over for the sign. Quick peek over at first base. And he'll throw to first. Two and 0 the count. Runner on the move. The pitch is going to be foul, back out of play. A little hit and run action going on for the Ray Texans. That one is going to be driven out to center field. Ray is coming over, diving. He can't get to it. So it goes off the wall. Castillo will, they're waving around Martinez. The throw to the plate is not in time. So an RBI double for Miguel Everett. Nice try out there by Nick Reyes on the dive. But it would get all the way to the wall. Castillo finally got it in. And we'll have a courtesy runner over at second base. Again, number 9.
Courtesy runner at second base, number 9, Nick Talavera.
So Talavera at second. And Darren Montoya, first pitch swinging, and he fouls it back, 0-1. Conference on the mound. Let's take a quick peek at that ball game once again, and still 9-7, but the Flower Bluff Hornets with runners at the corners and 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Again, trailing the Carroll Tigers 9-7. Missing low with the pitch, 1-1. I believe a loss by the Hornets does not eliminate the Hornets, but they would need a lot of help to try and just tie the Carroll Tigers. They would need the Tigers, I believe, to lose their last 2 games to stay tied with the Tigers. And then a split would mean, I don't know how they'd figure that out, to be honest with you. That 1-1 pitch misses low, perhaps a play-in game. 2-1 pitch up and in, 3-1. But they would need a ton of help. They would need the Tigers to lose their final 2 ball games. But a win by the Hornets, as that pitch is fouled off. First base side out of play. Full count. A win by the Hornets, I don't believe that assures them a playoff spot, but it does eliminate the Carroll Tigers, as the best they could do at that point is tie the Hornets, but the Hornets would have swept them in district play. So the Hornets would have the tiebreaker. That 3-2 pitch, I believe it got a piece of Montoya. Either way, would have been ball 4. So he's at first base. First and second for the Texans with 1 out. Luis Morales to the plate. And he is 0 for 1 in the ball game. Grounded into a fielder's choice. And a timeout called by the King Mustangs. And looks like that's going to be it for Ben Garza. Well, actually, that might be it for Ben Garza. Saw someone go in and perhaps get another glove. Didn't see who that was. Ben Garza would most likely stay in the ball game and play. I believe he plays third base. So let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll know for sure if we've got a pitching change. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
.361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Bottom of the third inning, and a new pitcher for the King Mustangs is going to be number 11, Andrew Solis. So Solis on the mound, and we've got some defensive changes for the Mustangs as well. Moving over to second base is Brian Guillen. So Guillen at second, Eddie Molina will play short, and Ben Garza will take over at third base. So those are the defensive changes, and Solis on the mound. One down here in the bottom of the third. Runners at second, first and second. Montoya at first. Talavera at second base for the Ray Texans. And Luis Morales at the plate. So the Hornets have the bases loaded in the bottom of the sixth inning, but with 2 outs. Pretty good batter at the plate in Michael Mendiola. Hornets trailing 9-7 to the Carroll Tigers. So we'll check on that one here in just a bit and see if the Hornets were able to put some runs on the board. I believe Nick Matridi's still on the mound for the Carroll Tigers, according to Game Changer. And a timeout called by Lawson. The catcher wants to talk things over with Solis one more time. So Guillen at second, Molina at short, Garza at third, and the new pitcher is Andrew Solis. First pitch, low and outside, 4-1, and a good job right there by Lawson to keep it in front. The backhand right there. And the 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 1-2 pitch, gonna miss low and outside. So 2-2 the count. That one in the turf, and Lawson ricochets off the young man, and Solis has to come in and grab it. But they keep the runners at first and second. It's a 3-2 count on Morales. One down here in the bottom of the third. It's a 5-1 Texan lead. And the 3-2 pitch, payoff pitch, is inside for ball 4. So Morales works the walk. And Troy Johnson to the plate. This young man
Number 2, Troy Johnson.
hit one over the bleachers in left field his first time up. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game. It was a 3-run blast. Gave the Texans a 4-0 lead at the time. Now they lead 5-1. First pitch, and he rips it, but foul, third base side. Solis comes set at the belt. Here comes a pitch, and it's going to miss outside for ball 1. So 1-1 to count. There's a strike. 1-2. Looks like the Carroll Tigers able to escape the bases loaded jam. They did not allow the Hornets to score, so it's still 9-7. Tigers batting in the top of the 7th inning in that ball game. One-two pitch stays up. 2-2. And that pitch over the head of Lawson in to score is Talavera. And it's a 6-1 ball game. Runners will advance to second and third. Montoya to third and Morales to second. So full count here on Johnson. And Solis hits him. So that'll load him up again on the hit by pitch. Johnson at first, Morales at second, Montoya at third, and Ryan Rodriguez to the plate. Ground ball, first base side, foul. So I believe if the Carroll Tigers win that ball game, the final ball game of the season for the for district play rather for the Flower Bluff Hornets is against Veterans Memorial, and that is Tuesday. So the Hornets have next Friday as their bye. And so they'll have to win that ball game and hope that the Tigers lose their final two ball games just to tie them for a chance for a play-in game perhaps. As that 0-1 pitch misses outside. 1-1. Rodriguez calling timeout. So much easier path for the Carroll Tigers with a win tonight. A loss by the Carroll Tigers, again, that would eliminate the Tigers from a chance at a playoff spot. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. 1-2. Looks like now throwing for the Hornets, Nash Villegas. So Villegas throwing there in the top of the 7th. Third pitcher for the Hornets tonight. 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Grounded sharply first base side, and it's fair all the way to the corner. 1 run scores. Here comes Morales. He will score. Here comes Johnson. He will score as well. It's a bases clearing double for Ryan Rodriguez, and the Texans have really blown it open. 9-1 our score.
Second baseman number 1, Jack Bell.
So still 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Jack Bell to the plate. Rodriguez at second base. Solis comes set. Pitch on the way, and it's going to miss outside for ball 1. One-0 pitch, outside corner for a strike. 1-1. Outside corner, strike 2. Swing and a miss. 2 away. And in the rundown, nobody was covering third base. And out is Rodriguez on a dive by, I believe that was Andrew Solis, chased him down and dove with him back to the bag. And it was Solis, and he'll tag Rodriguez out at third base. But the Ray Texans here after 3 innings of play with a 9-1 lead in this ball game. Listen to Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Due up for the Mustangs. It is 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Garcia, Garza, and Guillen. Kevin Goss back out on the mound. This will be his 4th inning of work. Let's take a quick peek over at that game in Flower Bluff. Still in the top of the 7th inning, and the Carroll Tigers have a runner at second base with 1 out, and actually now he's at third base. So runner at third base with 1 out. The Tigers with a 9-7 lead in that ball game. They have out-hit the Hornets 14-8. Carroll Tigers looks like they have also committed 3 errors. No errors for the Hornets, but despite the 3 errors, the Tigers with a 9-7 lead in this ball game. Tigers in desperate need of a win here. As I mentioned before, a loss would eliminate the Tigers, because a loss to the Hornets would mean the best they could do is tie the Hornets, and the Hornets would have swept them in district play. So the Tigers needing a win specifically over the Hornets in order to keep their playoff chances alive. Andrew Garcia will lead things off, and the first pitch from Goss is going to miss outside for ball 1. Garcia singled his first time up, so he's 1 for 1. Hard ground ball through the left side, and he looks at ball 2, so 2-0 the count. 3-0. That pitch is low for ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Garcia. And he is at first base, and that's going to bring up third baseman Ben Garza.
Number 25, Ben Garza.
So Goss now from the stretch. Set at the chest. Here comes the first pitch. It's going to miss outside for ball 1. So that's going to draw a visit from Coach Ruiz, as that's 5 in a row for Goss. So have a little conversation on the mound and take another look at that ball game. Christian Martinez still at third base for the Carroll Tigers. Gilbert Gonzalez at the plate, 2 down for the Tigers. Hornets trailing 9-7 to the Tigers. Check back on that one here in just a bit. We'll put out our final schedule for district play. I'll put that out on Sunday. I believe we've got 4 days of baseball coming to you from Blast Vision. This is game number 89 for us. So 89 on the season. I believe we're going to finish the season before district play, or when district play ends, we'll finish at 96 or 97 games. One of those. 96, 97, who's counting? 2-0 the count on Ben Garza. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. A 2-0 pitch is going to miss low, 3-0. So Goss having some trouble here in the top of the 4th, finding the strike zone. There's a strike. Kind of a get-me-over fastball right there. Garza taking all the way, 3-1 pitch, and it's going to miss outside for ball 4. So back-to-back walks. And Goss with a little bit of frustration. The young man going to take a walk around on the mound right there. Frustrated perhaps with himself right there, and walks Garza and Garcia to lead off the top of the 4th. That's going to bring Brian Guillen to the plate. Guillen is 0 for 1. Flew out to center field his first time up. So 2 on, nobody out. And that pitch gets a piece of him, so hit by a pitch, and now they're loaded up. And perhaps a pitching change as Coach Ruiz comes out again. Goss just unable to find the strike zone here in the top of the 4th. See what they decide to do. We'll stay here for a second. And that is going to be it for Kevin Goss. We've got someone coming out. So it might be Darian Montoya. But we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll tell you for sure. Blast Vision Live, Cabinets Field.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Stable Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Stable Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Pitching change for the Raid Texans. Now on the mound, number 19, Darian Montoya. So Montoya will take over on the mound. So the new third baseman will be number 7, Everett. So Everett comes in to play third base. Kevin Goss will stay in the ball game. He'll play center. And so that would mean that Cade Morin is out of the ball game. So bases are loaded, nobody out here for the Mustangs. Jacob Gomez at the plate. Guillen at first, Garza at second, Garcia at third. Walk, hit by pitch, and that was it for Kevin Goss. We can't give you the final line for the young man. He's responsible for all 3 batters. So Darian Montoya comes in a bit of a jam right here. But the Texans with a 9-1 lead. And Gomez going to call timeout. Gomez 0 for 1 in the ball game. Struck out his first time up. Montoya, the right-hander, misses low, 1-0. So Montoya throwing from the right side. And the 1-0 pitch. Breaking pitch called strike 1. 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Hit sharply and through the right side for a base hit. In to score is Garcia. The throw comes in. Garza will score as well. All the way to third base is Guillen. The throw comes in. And it's going to be cut off. So first and third. And it's a 9-3 ball game. Still nobody out for Caleb Castillo. So a 2 RBI single for Gomez. First and third, Castillo at the plate. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Grounded out to second his first time up. Montoya delivers the first pitch up for ball 1. Breaking pitch stays up. 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes on Castillo. Gomez at first, Guillen at third. Nobody out here in the bottom, top of the fourth rather. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Montoya steps off. 2-1 count. In the turf, 3-1. Montoya shakes off a couple of signs. Finally got one he likes. Comes a 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball called strike 2. So full count on Castillo. Montoya leaning in, shakes off one sign. Now he's ready. 3-2 pitch, here it comes. And fouled off. We'll do it again at 3-2. Flower Bluff Hornets down to their last out. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Trailing 9-7. It's not over for the Flower Bluff Hornets, but it is a tough journey to try and get themselves tied with the Carroll Tigers is what they're going to try and do in district standings. That is that one's popped up behind the plate. Everett gives it chase, and it's going to drop. Went a long way right there, just couldn't make the grab. So we'll do it again at 3-2. So the Hornets, their final game will be on Tuesday, final district game, and it'll be against the Veterans Memorial Eagles. They'll need to beat the Eagles, and then they will need for the Tigers to lose both of their final games just to tie the Tigers. And with the split in, that pitch misses for ball 4, so they're loaded again for the Mustangs. Jacob Trevino to the plate. If they lose tonight, they'll have a split with the Tigers in district play, as the Hornets won the first time.
Number 8, Jacob Trevino.
So again, they'd have to beat the Eagles, and that game has gone final. So 9-7, the final in that one. The Tigers, the Cinderella story continues for the Carroll Tigers. They were 0-6 to start district play, and they've gone, let's see, I'll tell you here in a second. Carroll Tigers, they are now 7-7 in district play. So they've gone 7-1 since that 0-6 start, and have a legitimate chance of taking that 4th place spot. As a matter of fact, I believe, they do have to win just one of their last 2. As that first pitch was outside. There's a strike. 1-1. I believe they would only have to win one of their last 2, especially if the Mustangs lose tonight. But the Mustangs aren't done. They've got the bases loaded with nobody out here. And that pitch is high for ball 2. So the Mustangs fighting for their playoff chances. They've got to win out. So they've got to get a win here tonight, and they've got to win their last 2 ball games to have a chance. 2-1 pitch fouled off. 2-2. they'll need a little help. Even if they win out, they need someone to beat the Tigers. For them to, the best they can do is tie the Tigers with one loss. Swing and a miss. So Trevino retired via the strikeout for out number 1. Back to the top of the order, Eddie Molina.
21, Eddie Molina.
So still a lot of things left to happen, guys. But the Tigers, they take a big step tonight with that win over Flower Bluff, a win on the road, a 9-7 victory, and put themselves in a good spot. As the first pitch to Molina misses low, 1-0. Eddie is 2 for 2 in the ball game. Singled in the first, tripled and scored in the third inning. A 2-0 count on the senior shortstop. There's a strike. 2-1. Too many scenarios still left. Called strike 2. And that one's going to be popped up. First base side going to get into the stands. We'll do it again at 2-2. So with the win, the Carroll Tigers stay in the driver's seat. They are in control of their own destiny. Couple of wins for the Tigers, and that will seal the deal. Let me let you know who the Tigers have left. Let's see if this thing will, how quickly this thing will work for me here. Two-two pitch, misses low, full count. And no one's happy with home plate umpire strike zone tonight, as the Carroll Tiger the Ray Texan fans not happy with that call. And that pitch in the turf, ball 4, in to score is Guillen, and it's a 9-4 ball game.
Center fielder number 9, Nathan Reyes.
Nathan Reyes to the plate. So the Carroll Tigers, they have Victoria West at Riverside Stadium. That's Tuesday. And their final ball game is against the King Mustangs. That's going to be Saturday, 1 p.m. right here at Cabinets Field next Saturday, May the 1st. So that's who the Tigers have left. Ground ball to shortstop Johnson, flips to second for 1, over to first base, not in time. In to score is Gomez, and it's a 9-5 ball game. On the ground out by Reyes, first and third, 2 away.
Pitcher number 11, Andrew Solis.
Andrew Solis to the plate. Solis 0 for 1 in the ball game, walked and struck out. Montoya delivers the pitch low, 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Runner on the move from first base, and the pitch misses high for ball 3. No throw to second base. So Reyes at second, Castillo at third. Tough crowd tonight. Tough night to be a Blue. 3-0 pitch in the turf. So Solis walks, and the inning will continue. Andrew Garcia to the plate.
First baseman number 12.
So bases loaded with 2 outs. Garcia representing the tying run at the plate. Andrew is 1 for 1 in the ball game. Singled in the second, walked and scored in the fourth. And a timeout called by Garcia. First pitch, outside corner for strike 1. One and one. On the outer half for strike 2. So 1-2 count on Andrew Garcia. Bases loaded with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. 9-5 Ray lead. Swing and a miss. Montoya gets out of the jam. But for the King Mustangs, scoring 4 runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. They left them loaded. Gas, Alderete, and Martinez due up when we come back. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's a 9-5 ball game. The Texans have the lead. They'll send up 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Gas, Alderete, and Martinez. Want to say hello to Magic 81 checking in on the chat. Sorry, Magic 81. I hadn't been to the chat in a good while in this ball game as I was checking on scores from around the area, checking on standings and all kinds of stuff. But want to shout out to Magic 81, always checking in with us. Kevin Goss at the plate. He swings and fouls off the first pitch from Andrew Solis. I believe that's Solis still out there. And it is. So an 0-1 count. So we get you the final line on Goss. let's do that real quick. Now playing center field. Both starting pitchers are out. I'll get you the final line for both of them. And the 0-1 pitch fouled off, 0-2. For Kevin Goss, 3 innings pitched. He allowed 4 runs, 3 earned on 3 hits, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And he can win the ball game, cannot lose it. Darian Montoya has taken over. Strike 3 called. 1 away. Frankie Alderete to the plate.
Frankie Alderete.
For Ben Garza, 2 1/3 innings pitched. He allowed 7 runs, all earned on 4 hits, 3 walks, and a strikeout. On the hook for the loss, unless the Mustangs can tie it up or take the lead. They scored 4. Excuse me. Scored 1 in the top of the 3rd and 4 in the top of the 4th rather. And it is a 9-5 Ray Texan lead. Texans scoring 4 runs in the bottom of the 2nd, 5 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch to Alderete misses low and outside. 1-0 the count. A question on the chat from Magic81: is the wind still blowing out to left? Actually, it's been blowing all night straight away center field, and it's kind of blowing, pretty much blowing straight away center field now too. Was blowing a lot harder earlier, as that pitch is fouled off into the netting. 1-1 to count. As a matter of fact, when I was setting up for the early ball game, it sounded like a tornado at times. It was just really howling. And by the time the game started, it had settled down a bit. But you could see that it was still blowing straight out, and those flags would get going pretty often. And right now, waving pretty good out there. Straight away center field. Here at Cabanis, 394 straight away center, 318 up the line and right, 319 in left. 1-1 pitch is going to miss for ball 2, so 2-1 the count. Three and one. Alderete, he's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Singled into right his first time, grounded out in his second at bat. Ahead in the count here, 3-1. Solis from the windup. Here comes a pitch, and that one's going to miss for ball 4. So a 1-out walk to Alderete. Jack Martinez to the plate.
First baseman number 13, Jack Martinez.
Martinez is 1 for 2. Struck out in the second, singled and scored in the third. Breaking pitch missing, I guess, up. 1-0 the count. Pickoff move to first base, not in time. Garcia holding the runner. Ground ball, right side, gonna get through for a base hit. So a single, and now Martinez is 2 for 3. First and second with 1 out for Mikey Everett. 6 hits for the Ray Texans, 4 hits for the King Mustangs. 9-5 Texan lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Everett, the catcher. First pitch swinging, pops it up into shallow left center. Going back is the shortstop, and it's going to drop for a base hit. No one's going to get to it. Looked like there was some confusion there with Molina going back, Castillo coming in. It looked like Molina kind of stopped. Maybe he thought Castillo was going to take it, but no one makes the grab, so everybody's safe. Bases loaded for the Texans. Darian Montoya to the plate. Courtesy runner Nick Talavera at first base for the catcher. So Talavera at first, Martinez at second, Aldrete at third. Pitch on the way, and that one is going to be lifted into center field. Coming over Reyes, he will make the grab. Tagging is Aldrete. He will score as the throw comes into second base. Gets cut off by Garcia right there, but the throw was coming into second. So sac fly for Montoya, and a 10-5 Texan lead. Luis Morales to the plate. Runners stay put at first and second. And Solis starts him off with a strike. One and one. Hit sharply to the shortstop, over to second, and they will force Talavera for out number 3. But for the Texans, they add a run, 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 men left on base. We head to the
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas Athletics.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Texans with a 10-5 lead. And the Mustangs will send up 5, 6, 7 in the order. Garza, Guillen, and Gomez. Darian Montoya back out on the mound. He came in relief of the starter, Kevin Goss. So this will be his 2nd inning of work.
Shortstop number 25, Ben Garza.
So, third baseman Ben Garza will lead things off. The first pitch going to miss low for ball 1. Ben is 0 for 1, grounded into a fielder's choice in the 2nd, walked and scored in the 4th. And there's a strike, 1-1. low, 2-1. Ground ball, third base side, foul. Everett following through on the play right there. Like the effort from the young man. 2-2 the count. Ground ball. Johnson, actually it's Everett again, and the throw over to first base is wide. So headed to second base is Garza. He'll dive in there, didn't need to, no throw. Actually, the throw does come in.
Third baseman number 7, Brian Guillen.
Looks like we have a new right fielder. Looks like Goss now playing right field. And yeah, Goss playing right. So they've switched around the outfield a little bit on us. I'll give you the new defensive alignment for the outfield here in a second. So reaching on the air is Garza. And the first pitch to Guillen in there for a strike. Strike 2. So an 0-2 count on Guillen. Garza at second base. Popped up. Coming in Rodriguez, the new center fielder, and he'll make the grab. One away. So one down for Jacob Gomez. So our new outfield left to right, Morales, Rodriguez, and Goss. So they switched up the outfield a little bit on us. And it was Rodriguez in center making that grab for the Texans. One away. Gomez at the plate. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch called strike 1. Gomez struck out in the second, singled and scored in the fourth. Strike 2. Garza leads off second. Montoya with a quick peek over. Here comes the pitch, and that one is going to be lined into right field. Going to bounce in front of Goss, and he makes a strong throw over to third base, and it's over the head of the third baseman, and it's going to get into the dugout. So in to score is Gomez, and over to third base. In to score is Garza, rather, and over to third base is Gomez. So Gomez
left fielder number 20, Caleb Castillo.
So Caleb Castillo to the plate. Runner at third base with one out. 10-6 ball game. Ground ball through the left side for a base hit and an RBI. 10-7 ball game. RBI single for Caleb Castillo.
Right fielder number 8, Jacob Trevino.
So runner at first base with 1 out for the 9-hole hitter, Jacob Trevino. Trevino 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. And Montoya misses outside with the first pitch, 1-0. Mustang dugout, that gets them going. Put up a couple of runs here in the top of the 5th. Runner at first, 1 out. Martinez holding Castillo over at first base, and Trevino calls timeout at the plate. 1-0 count. Montoya on the mound for the Ray Texans. There's a strike. 1-1. Runner on the move, and the throw is into center field. So safe at second is Castillo. Called the plate was a ball, so it's a 2-1 count. So almost a pitch out, as that pitch was high and outside, gave Everett a good chance, but the throw was high. Two-one count on Trevino. Montoya comes set. Comes the 2-1 outside. 3-1. Trevino, the 9-hole hitter, so should he reach, that will bring up, either way, the top of the order is going to be up here next, and they are a dangerous bunch up at the top. 3-1 pitch, swung on and missed, full count. Three-two pitch through the left side, actually caught by the shortstop, and the throw is wild. They're going to hold the runner, though, at third base. And on to second, and coming in, the flip. And they will call him out. So the flip by Everett to Montoya, and they'll tag Castillo out at home plate trying to score. On to second base is Trevino, as the Texans kind of threw it around a little bit there. What a job right there by Troy Johnson just to make the grab to keep that ball from going into the outfield. But the throw was wild, and that's what started all the mayhem. In the end, Castillo will be tagged out at home plate for out number 2. Trevino at second base, Eddie Molina at the plate. And timeout call by Coach Ruiz. So meeting on the mound. And just a reminder, we'll put our schedule up on Sunday or early Monday. You can find it 361hsblast.com under the Blast Vision tab. Schedule for next week. I know we've got 4 more days of baseball for you coming up next week. Monday, Tuesday, Friday and Saturday. Rudy Trevino will be in town. He's going to do a couple ball games on Friday night for us, and also the final game between the Carroll Tigers and the King Mustangs, final district game of the season. Rudy Trevino will have that one as well right here from Cabinets Field. So be sure to check out our schedule. You can follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. We give links to where you can find the ball games and to our schedule, so be sure to give us a like, give us a follow. That pitch is going to be hammered into right field. Goss coming over towards the line, and he makes the grab to retire Molina for out number 3. But the Mustangs add 2 more here in the top of the 5th. It is a 10-7 ball game with the Ray Texans in the lead. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Stable Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Stable Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth, how about that? Jake Vasquez with the call. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Ray Texans with a 10-7 lead. They will send up 9, 1, and 2 in the order: Johnson, Rodriguez, and Bell. First pitch to Johnson misses low and outside, 1-0 the count. Good sized crowd here tonight for both sides. 1-0 pitch from Solis in the turf, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch misses up and out, 3-0. There's a strike. Troy Johnson, he's 1 for 1. That one, a 3-run bomb in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Low and outside for ball 4. So leadoff walk to Johnson, back to the top of the Texan order with Ryan Rodriguez.
Left fielder number 4, Ryan Rodriguez.
Rodriguez popped up in the infield first time up, walked, then doubled. That was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So he's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ground ball through the right side for a base hit. Rounding 2nd, headed for 3rd is Troy Johnson. The throw to 3rd is not in time. So 1st and 3rd for the Texans. Johnson, as Justin talked about the last time we saw the Texans, he can run. 1st to 3rd right there for Johnson, and now 1st and 3rd for the Texans and Jack Bell. Pickoff move to first base. Not in time. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to count. Magic 81 asking if I had heard if they're planning on making any more upgrades here at the ballpark. I have not heard if they are going to make any upgrades. I know they just recently redid the dugouts. Another pickoff move to first base. Probably need a new canopy here, new awning, or whatever you want to call this, above us. Every time a foul ball hits up there, it kind of rains down a little bit of rust. So probably need to put that on the list somewhere. I know they're going to get a new net. Talked to Brenda Marshall the other day, and she talked about how they were fixing holes actually right before a ball game. The holes in the bottom of the netting so that the balls wouldn't get through. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by the shortstop, and the throw is going to be made home. So he steps on second for one, but he throws home, and Lawson is not there. So instead of trying for the double play, Molina throws home. No one's home. And so reaching on the fielder's choice is Bell, and he'll make it all the way to second base. A run comes in to score, and it's 11-7 ball game. So Bell at second base, and Goss takes strike one. Outside 1-1. Solis spins, no throw to second base. Checking on Bell. So Kevin Goss at the plate, and he is 0 for 3 in the ball game. Ground out, fly out, and a strikeout. And he takes high for ball 2. 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Little conference on the mound right there. I would imagine we are the last ball game in play. 10:15 now on the clock. And we're in the bottom of the 5th. Started at 8:10, so we didn't start too late. Just a lot of runs scored, and when you score a lot of runs, it takes a lot of time. That one is going to be fouled off, third base side out of play. We'll do it again at 2-2. Two-two pitch, and that one's going to be fouled off as well. So another 2-2 pitch coming up. Low and inside, gets away from Lawson. On to third base is Bell. Full count. Outside, ball 4. So first and third once again. One down here in the bottom of the 5th.
Designated hitter number 11, Frankie Alderete.
Frankie Alderete to the plate. Frankie singled and scored in the 2nd, grounded out in the 3rd, walked and scored in the 4th. So he's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Digs in with runners at the corners, 1 out. An 11-7 Texan lead. And the pitch, first pitch misses outside for ball 1. Pinch runner over at first base, going to be number 21, I believe. Spence.
Running at first base number 21, Jack
Spence. An assist from the
Substitution.
from the booth up there. So pinch runner, Spence. I'll get it. Alderete at the plate, a 1-0 count, and a throw down to first base, not in time. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Big hack right there by Alderete. Ball and a strike, 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Texans have runners at the corners. Solis comes set at the belt. There goes the runner from first. The throw down to second base is not in time. So second and third now for the Texans, and it's a 2-1 count on the batter, Alderete. Got a little muggy here. It was I hear some sniffles next to me actually. Swing and a miss, 2-2. So 2-2 count on Alderete. Swing and a miss. Will be retired for out number 2. Jack Martinez to the plate.
First baseman number 13, Jack Martinez.
Martinez 2 for 3 rather. A couple of base hits in his last 2 at bats. 1 up the middle and 1 through the right side. And that one is going to be driven into left field for a base hit. Going to get down. They're waving Spence. The throw comes in, cut off. So a 2 RBI single. 3 for 4 is Jack Martinez. And it is a 13-7 Texan lead.
Catcher number 20, Miguel Everett.
Mikey Everett will dig in. Might have given the Mustangs an extra run on my virtual scoreboard. Sorry about that. It is 13-7, not 13-8. Just noticed that. Ground ball to the first baseman, Garcia, and he'll take it himself for out number 3. But the Texans add 3 more here in the bottom of the 5th after 5 innings of play. 13-7, Ray Texans. Blast Vision Live, Cabinets Field.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. .361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. We're headed to the top of the 6th inning, and the King Mustangs will send up 2, 3, 4 in the order: Reyes, Solis, and Garcia. And I believe we might have a new Texan pitcher. Let's see. No, we don't. That is Darian Montoya. So Montoya will work his 3rd inning in relief here in the top of the 6th. The Texans with a 13-7 lead. Let me make sure I've got everything right on the virtual scoreboard. Yes, I do now. Sorry about that. I must have given the King Mustangs a run at some point. I don't know why I would have done that, but 13-7 Texans our score. Nathan Reyes will dig in for the King Mustangs. Reyes grounded into a double play in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, grounded into a fielder's choice in the 4th. So Reyes 0 for 1 here in the ball game. And that first pitch is going to miss for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Looks like Rudy Trevino checking in on the chat, trying to get me square on the scoreboard as well. Appreciate that, Rudy. I wish I would have seen that beforehand, as that pitch is going to be fouled back out of play. 1-1 the count. So again, don't forget, Rudy will be in town next weekend. He's got a couple of ball games from here at Cabinets Field, closing out district play for us. And he'll have the final ball game on Saturday between King and Carroll, a final district ball game. And they'll appeal down to the first place umpire, and then said that he did go around Reyes, so 1-2 the count. 1-2 misses low. 2-2. Rudy said, I got a crazy one going on here, and it is a crazy ball game. We've seen it all pretty much here in this one. And that 2-2 pitch misses low, so full count. Full count on Reyes. Leading things off for the Mustangs here in the top of the 6th. Pitch on the way, and chopper to Montoya. Montoya fields and fires over to first base in time. Just does get Reyes. So great job by the pitcher, fielding it on the third base side. And he threw a strike over to Martinez at first base, one away.
Pitcher number 11, Andrew Solis.
Andrew Solis to the plate. Solis, he's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Walked, struck out and walked. Showing bunt, takes ball 1. There's a strike. They'll appeal down to the first base umpire, says yes he did, 1-2. Two and two. Looks like the Rockport Fulton Pirates getting an 11-0 win over Ingleside. We'll check in a minute, see what that does to the standings in that district, as that pitch misses for ball 3, so a full count on Solis. I want to say is that one is going to be driven into right field in front of Goss for a base hit.
First baseman number 12, Andrew Garcia.
Andrew Garcia to the plate. I want to say that the win will tie the Mustangs and the Pirates for that third spot in the district. Let me see if I can find out for sure. Swing and a miss. Oh, 1 count. Throw to first base, not in time. See what I can find for you guys. Let's see here. You know, there were some big games going on tonight. I'll see if I can try and find some scores for us as well. Let's see. 1-1 to count. Home plate umpire can't catch a break with the fans on either side. As that throw is made to first base, not in time. 1-1 to count on Andrew Garcia. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Solis the runner at first. Martinez holds him on. Swing and a miss. Ooh, that one was foul tip. 1-2. So Ingleside and Rockport both they both clinched the playoff berth, but yeah, the win by Rockport No, actually, the win by Rockport assures Rockport the third place spot. So they get a big win over Ingleside. So Ingleside will go in as the fourth place team. Sinton Pirates are the winners of 26-4A. Calhoun will take the second spot. And actually, no, Rockport, that will tie Calhoun and Rockport for the second spot. Ingleside goes in as the fourth place team. And I'll have to check and see who Calhoun and Rockport have left. Don't know if they have to play each other still or how that's going to go, but they both sit at 8 and 3 in district standings. As that pitch misses up. 2-2 the count. I know the Sinton Pirates got the win tonight. I don't remember who Sinton was playing, but we saw that they did get the win. They are district champions and 11-0 right now in district play. Pitch in the dirt. Another full count here. See if the yeah, nothing on score stream. I'll see what I can find for you guys, but I know Sinton got the win. Swing and a miss by Garcia. He'll go down swinging for out number 2.
Shortstop number 25, Ben Garza.
So that's going to bring up Ben Garza, the Mustang third baseman. 2 down. Solis at first base. Mustangs trailing 13-7. Down to their last 4 outs. That pitch is going to miss low for ball 1. And a hit by a pitch. So first and second with 2 outs for Brian Guillen. The Mustangs with a loss here, they are not completely out of playoff contention, but they need a lot of help. The Mustangs would be 5-9. They would have to win their final 2 ball games over Moody and Carroll. And they would also need for the Carroll Tigers to lose in Victoria on Tuesday. And, of course, they would have to beat the Carroll Tigers just to tie Carroll. And that pitch over the head of Everett. So both runners will advance on the wild pitch. So lots of scenarios still left to be played out. But swing and a miss, 1-1. But as Rudy Trevino mentioned, and as I mentioned earlier, you know, in the ball game, the Carroll Tigers, with the win tonight, put themselves in the driver's seat, and they control their own destiny. They need a couple of wins to seal the deal and take that final spot. 1-0 pitch in the turf, or 1-1 pitch rather, so 2-1 to count. Tigers are 7-7 in district play. Chop foul, third base side, 2-2. Tigers have Victoria, it's Victoria West, not Victoria East. Victoria West in Victoria on Tuesday. They would need to win that ball game and beat the King Mustangs on next Saturday, May the 1st. 2-2 pitch, grounded foul at the plate. We'll do it again at 2-2. but a couple of wins would make them 9-7, and pretty much no chance, especially if the Mustangs lose tonight. They would not be able to catch the Tigers. That pitch is sky high into center field. Rodriguez is there. He'll retire again for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 6th, 13-7 Texans. Texans coming to bat when we come back. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. We are headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-8-9 due up for the Raid Texans. Montoya, Morales, and Johnson. Texans with a 13-7 lead. For the King Mustangs, they definitely need a win in this game. If they don't get a win, I don't believe that is it for the Mustangs. But they would need some help. They would need the Carroll Tigers. They would need the West Warriors to beat the Carroll Tigers, and then they themselves would need to beat the Tigers in their final ball game. So too many scenarios to try and play out. You mentioned it a couple of times already. Right now, the only team really in control of their own destiny is the Carroll Tigers. They've got 2 ball games left, and if they could win them both, that is it. They will claim the final spot, and that is a crazy, crazy. Just to think that the Carroll Tigers, have a chance to do that after they started district play 0-6. Just absolutely insane. First pitch swinging for Montoya, pops one up right side in foul territory. Garcia, Guillen, and Trevino gave chase, but it's going to drop in foul territory. 0-1, the count. So pretty crazy stuff, but always fun. I mean, this district has always been crazy. Back when it was the Little Big 12, and you had teams like Cal Allen in this district, and just crazy. It's been crazy. Ground ball, third base side, and it's a fair ball. Stopped by Garza. Throw over to first, not in time. So an infield single for Montoya.
Left fielder number 6, Luis Morales.
So 1 on, nobody out for the left fielder, Luis Morales. That pitch misses outside and gets away from Lawson. So the pass ball, and Montoya will head to second base, and they're going to put in a courtesy runner for the pitcher now that he is at second base. See who they're going to bring out there. '23.
Courtesy runner number 23, Jameson Galvan.
Don't have him in the game changer. So 23. Let's see if I can get a name for you. I know Galvan was the last name. Swing and a miss. And it is Jamison Galvan. Ball and a strike on Morales. 1-2. Galvan, the runner at second. Solis comes set at the belt. Peek over to second base. Here comes the pitch, and he misses up with it. 2-2. Two in the turf. This time Lawson does a real good job. Keeps it in front. Galvan was ready to go. Full count on Morales. And the pitch misses up. So walk to Morales. Runners at first and second for Troy Johnson.
Shortstop number 2, Troy Johnson.
Johnson 1 for 1 in the ball game. Homered his first time up, a 3-run bomb. He was hit by a pitch and he walked, so 1 for 1. First pitch, and he rips that one, but foul. Timeout call by Johnson. Morales at first. Galvan at second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Texans on top, 13-7. And that pitch is going to miss low and outside. 1-1. We have reached 10:45 here on a Friday night at the ballpark. Started at 8:10, so 2.5 hour game so far between these two teams. They have scored a lot of runs, 19 hits, or rather 18 hits in the ball game. And that pitch misses low and outside, 2-1 the count. For the Mustangs, 7 runs on 8 hits. For the Texans, 13 runs on 10 hits. Grounded third base side, but foul. Almost extra bases right there. But a 2-2 count now on Johnson. And that pitch low and outside, and again Lawson does a really good job right there, moving the feet, getting over, keeping it in front, and keeping the runners at first and second. Full count now on Johnson. Andrew Solis, this is his third inning of work. And strike 3 called. 1 away.
Left fielder number 4, Ryan Rodriguez.
Ryan Rodriguez to the plate. Rodriguez 2 for 3 in the ball game. First pitch misses for ball 1. One 0 pitch from Solis through the legs of Lawson. Second and third now. In there for a strike. Hard to imagine that Solis did not start the game. He's at 77 pitches. That's unofficial. Next pitch will be number 78. Just to show you how many pitches have been thrown in this ball game. Swing and a miss. 2-2. So he did not start the game. Ben Garza did. He threw unofficially 62 pitches. So a lot of pitches thrown here in this ball game. Lined up the middle for a base hit. Galvan will score. Here comes Morales. The throw is cut off. And now headed for second base is Rodriguez. So a 2 RBI single. He advances to second on the throw. And it's a 15-7 Texan lead.
Second baseman number 1, Jack Bell.
Jack Bell to the plate. And Solis starts him off with a strike. Bell is 0 for 3 in the ball game, still looking for his first base hit. Wondering if, let's check here. Ground ball, right side, fielded by the first baseman. Garcia underhand flip to Solis covering, and they will retire Bell for out number 2. On to third base rather is Rodriguez, keeping Goss to the plate.
Right fielder number 14, Kevin Goss.
Goss is 0 for 3 as well. And he'll call timeout. First pitch called strike 1. Solis from the windup. Here comes the pitch. And it's going to miss low. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Rodriguez, a runner over at third base. 2 down. 1-2 pitch from Solis in the turf. 2-2. Two pitch again in the turf. So full count on Goss. Solis comes set at the belt. 3-2 pitch on the way, and that one's going to be fouled off. Third base side going to get out of play. Another 3-2 pitch coming up. We'll be back in action on Monday. I'll be here at Cabinets Field for the Miller Buccaneers and the Calhoun Sand Crabs. And final district game for both of those teams. It'll be the final game for the Miller Buccaneers. They were unable to break that 30-year streak. But starting to turn the corner are the Miller Buccaneers. And you can see them trying to change the culture with Coach McDaniel. Kevin Goss draws the walk. So first and third for the designated hitter, Frankie Alderete. They have seen some success in other sports, and so Coach McDaniel trying to change the culture over there at Miller High School. We'll have a pinch runner for Goss over at first base. That's going to be number... Can't see the young man's number. He's talking to Coach Rodriguez over there.
Substitution at first base, number 15, Brandon Chapa.
So that's number 15, Brandon Chapa, the freshman. I believe that's twice they've run for Goss. So Chapa may be coming in. But he's at first base. Rodriguez at third. Alderete at the plate. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch to Alderete, misses outside. 4-1. Frankie is 1 for 3 at the plate tonight. A 1-0 pitch misses low. 2-0. Pitch driven out to center field. Reyes to his right, and he'll make the grab to retire Alderete for out number 3. So for the Texans here in the bottom of the 6th inning, scoring 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 men left on base. Gomez, Castillo, and Trevino do up for the Mustangs. Last chance for King, down to their last 3 outs. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side, Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call as we approach the 11 o'clock hour. We're about 4 minutes away. And as we approach the 11 o'clock hour, I'm just gonna make an executive decision, and we're not gonna have a post-game show after all. We've got a new pitcher on the mound, and it looks like Mikey Everett's taking over, so that would mean we have a new catcher. And I can't exactly tell the number of the catcher, but Everett taking over on the mound. Might be Darian Montoya actually taking over behind the plate. Actually looks like a 13. Let's see if they no, not 13. So it can't be a 13. Not too sure who that young man is. But I do know that the new pitcher, let's see if I can see the number any better here.
Hitter number 10, Jacob Gomez.
No, can't tell. So we do have a new catcher though, and we're gonna go ahead and might actually be Darian Montoya. But Mikey Everett takes over on the mound. First pitch swinging for Gomez. Ground ball to Johnson at short, over to first in time. One pitch, one out.
Left fielder number 20, Caleb Castillo.
So Caleb Castillo to the plate. And Everett misses low and outside. 1-0 the count to Castillo. Castillo 1 for 2, grounded to the shortstop. Johnson again, the throw over to first in time, 2 away. So the Mustangs down to their last out. Jacob Trevino to the plate. So again, no post game tonight. I mean, we love to do the post game, but it is late. I'm sure these guys would like to get out of here, and they're going to be wanting us to get out of here pretty quick. It's a 10:59, so almost a 3-hour ball game this one. First pitch to Trevino misses outside for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch misses low and outside, 2-0. Trevino 1 for 3 in the ball game. Ahead in the count, 2-0. Everett from the windup. Here comes the pitch. That one misses for ball 3, so 3-0 the count. And 3-0 pitch is going to miss for ball 4, so a 2-out walk. Trevino to first base. And the next batter will be Eddie Molina, shortstop for the King Mustangs. 1-0 the count to Molina. Eddie is 2 for 3 in the ball game. Fouled off. First base side out of play. 1-1. Popped up. Right center. Coming over the right fielder Chapa, and he will make the grab for the final out, and that is the ball game. Our final 15-7. Let me get you some final totals here in this one. For the King Mustangs, scoring 7 runs on 8 hits, they committed 1 error, and the Ray Texans 15 runs on 11 hits, they committed 3 errors. The win goes to Kevin Goss, 3 innings pitched. He allowed 4 runs, 3 earned on 3 hits, 4 walks and 3 strikeouts. Ben Garza takes the loss, 2 1/3 innings pitched, 7 runs all earned on 4 hits, 3 walks and 1 strikeout. So for the King Mustangs, they drop to 16-12-2, 5-9 in district play. Their hopes are not dashed, but they're going to need to win out against Moody and Carroll, and they're going to need a little bit of help. They're going to need someone to beat the Carroll Tigers for them at least once to give them a chance to tie. For the Ray Texans, they are now 24-5 overall, 10-4 in district play. And as I mentioned before, they can do no worse than 3rd place in District 29 5A, but they still have an opportunity. They need a little help, but they have an opportunity to fight for that 2nd spot. If they get a lot of help, perhaps even... And actually, no. With the win tonight, the Gregory Portland Wildcats can finish no worse than 2nd place. So, no chance to take the top spot or share that district title, but they can challenge the Veterans Memorial Eagles. They'll need a little bit of help, though. But the Ray Texans securing their spot at worst, 3rd place in 29 5A. That'll do it for us tonight. I want to thank everyone who hit me up on the chat. I want to thank everyone who was watching. We will see you guys next week. Like I said, we'll kick things off Monday, so we'll go 4 days next week: Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll have our full schedule up. Tomorrow or Sunday rather, at the latest, we'll have it up by Monday. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field. You guys have a great weekend. That's it for us this week. Jake Vasquez signing out.